we should be live. Right, see if I can find... Oh, there we go. I've got to watch my own adverts. Right, I think we're live, Donna. No one is watching yet, though.
Fine. So you're already doing your gayness.
Got to try and be a little bit
Queer.
cheery. Oh, hello, Urban Motorhome. Hello, Darren. How are you? I've added you as a moderator, mate. Hope that's okay. Who's there? Who's watching? Is it working all right, Darren? Is it buffering at all? We've got pretty good signal here. We have 3 people watching. 8. Hello, who's watching? Here we go, here we go. Ian, Morg, hello. Powell, hello. Life Beyond Bricks, how are you doing? Who we got? Hi Mick from Scotland. It's Scotland. Whereabouts in Scotland are you, Mick? No buffering, thank you. Hi Luke, start mine spring. Your VW Crafter, nice. Bet you can't wait for that. Darren says hello.
What? Darren.
Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Ahoy, says Captain Jack Scrapper. Darren said, I only came to see Becca.
Hi, Darren. I only came to see you too.
Well, hi everyone. I haven't got a video out. I normally have let me start that again. I normally would have a video released this evening, but I don't, because I had planned to do a live stream from our holiday. This is we're on day 3? Day 2.
2 and a bit.
2 and a bit. We're on day 2 and a bit of our holiday in Wales. And yeah, I wanted to do a live stream. And we did have a little bit of an announcement. But I'll wait for a few people to get on. So before we get into that. All good on the qualities, it's Ian, thank you. Evening, Matt. Ian, how you doing? Life Beyond Bricks, we're good. How about you guys? How are we?
Tired.
Tired?
I was having a nap.
I woke her from a nap to hard life, isn't it? I woke her up from a nap to do this live stream, and last night I kept her up, didn't I? I didn't sleep well last night. But if anyone doesn't know, we're in Snowdonia at the moment. We're doing a whole week in Snowdonia, parked in the middle of the wilderness. But there's a phone mast over there, so we've got full signal. So I hope there's no buffer or anything like that. Welsh Wanderer, lovely spot there. One of my faves. Oh, you know where we are, do you? Campervan Carper, nice scenery behind you. Oh yeah, does look pretty cool. Yeah, it's amazing. It's a great little spot, this one. Bit muddy though, but my tyres have just been amazing. Darren sent a load of faces with a blushy wink kiss emoji. Good evening, young man, and to your good lady, says Jason Goddard. Say hello to Jason.
Hello, Jason.
I see 34 in the van. Now, what does that mean? Evening looks nice there in the background. Yeah, it's a good spot. I mean, Snowdonia is it is pretty amazing. What do you think of it so far?
Snow Scotland.
Yeah. Becca's been comparing it to Scotland because we both love Scotland. And I think they are different, but I mean they're equally beautiful. We drove past Snowdon today. Do you know that whole mountain range?
Oh, that mountain thing.
That big hill thing. Yeah, we drove past the Snowdon Range today, and all the mountain tops are covered in snow. It does look pretty amazing, but you're like,
It's just no Scotland.
it's just not Scotland. Hello, Dave. One man and his whippet is in. How are you, mate? You just released a video a second ago, didn't you? Sun just gone behind a building here in Portugal. Very nice. Evening, dude and dudette, says van lifer Regis. Now then, Luke and Becca. Looks like a great park up. The only thing missing now is a dog.
Oh, no.
No?
No.
Dave has I've mentioned one man in his whippet to you. You've met him. You've met him before, haven't you?
I believe so.
At Quirky?
Yes.
Yeah, he loves his whippet.
He can keep his whippet.
His whippet gives him views. He does. Evening all says Gadget John on tour. Say hello to John. You know John.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Hi.
you.
Hello.
Oh, and Mandy. Hi, Mandy. Hi, John. Little man and little van. Hi, Will. How are you? Where are you guys? All right, guys. We are in Snowdonia. Yeah, Wales. We're in Wales for a week, just exploring, because we have explored the Brecon Beacons, didn't we? It's a bit smaller than Snowdonia, so we did that in sort of 3 or 4 days. We were just driving around all of Brecon Beacon, so now we're taking a week to do Snowdonia, and it is pretty amazing. Have you all been? Matthew Round, thank goodness for that. I thought you were going to say you woke her up to make you your dinner.
No, that's after this.
That's after this.
This is a priority, apparently.
This is a priority. Welsh Wanderer, sure do. If you need any other spots, give me a shout. Oh, there you go. We'll speak to Welsh Wanderer. He's got some Welsh spots to stay. Hi, Phil. Geeky Phil's on. Did you see Geeky Phil at the last meet?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was at the meet, the self-build meet when you were there. John says, "How's Snowdonia?"
Snow Scotland.
Oh, come on. Let's have some more than that. Come on. What do you think? Would you come back?
It's worth visiting. It is nice, but I don't know if I'd come back.
No.
But I'm like that with most places. Scotland is a rarity. It's not many places I've been to that I want to go back to. I'm sort of like, seen it, done it.
Yeah.
It's time to explore somewhere new. But no, it has been lovely. We've got to the Shropshire Hills. We left home at 6 o'clock Saturday night, and we drove for just over 5 hours. So we reached just the outskirts of Wales, and we stayed in the Shropshire Hills overnight. And then Sunday we drove into Wales. We found a spot. We stopped off early afternoon and we stayed there for the night. And then the time that we were in this one spot, we had severe rain, we had hail, we had glorious sunshine, and we had loads of snow.
Yeah.
So we woke up and the ground was white.
I was so excited for snow that the forecast on the way up was heavy snow, and I was like, yes, let's get into those mountains and just get snowed in somewhere for a few days. That would be amazing. But it wasn't really that. We had one morning it was white.
Considering we haven't seen snow like that at home for a while, it was very exciting. But it lasted a few hours and it was still on the ground come the morning. But
we were at the window, weren't we? Look at the snow! Look at the snow!
Oh yeah, we had all the blinds closed and the two of us were out one passenger window, like two little doggies. But yeah, so it's been interesting so far, but it has been nice.
Dave says, "Are we going for a swim?"
We've been. Sorry, you've missed that.
Yeah, that'll be on the vlog. Mandy says, "Bonjour, Luke and Becca."
Hi, Mandy.
Oh, Mevy's in. Hi, Mevy. How are you? I have Mev. I've just done it, I think. Your van is looking good, nice and chilled. Is it? How are you finding it this week? Is it chilled or not?
Oh yeah, sorry. I wasn't quite sure how to answer.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it chilled? Are you chilled? Are you
I
happy?
am until my husband wakes me up to do a live stream.
Yeah. Never wake up your wife to do a live stream.
I think it's very true. It's a very nice place to relax. I will say that. It's very comfortable.
Good evening from Build It, Fix It, Use It. Hope you have a lovely time in Wales. There's an awesome surf lake up there. Mevy needs to... Yeah, I have given Mevy the power, Darren. Who we got? Good evening, both. See you there. Whereabouts are you? Are we north or south?
Of Wales?
Yes.
We're in North Wales.
North Wales. North of Snowdonia.
Which is in North Wales.
North of Snowdonia, which is north of Wales. I'm sure you all know. But it's very pretty here. We've had a load of jets flying overhead today, haven't we?
Yeah, we must. I think we're near an RAF base or something.
Are we?
I think so. Yeah.
We've had.
But the sound is.
The sound of jets flying overhead.
It's impressive, providing it doesn't go on overnight. It's only happened a few times, but the first two that went over were loud.
It were loud. John says, lovely views apart from you two. Wink.
We can leave.
Thanks, John.
If you could just look at the view, I'm totally okay with that.
Hi, Mel. Mel's in. How's it going? Hi, Max. How are you? Darren says he's never been on, but it's on the list now with that background. Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to show you.
What's everyone looking at? Oh, okay,
Look,
yeah.
look. Look, you can see all
Yeah.
the lake and stuff
okay.
at the back.
Yeah.
What's he looking at? You know what's over there.
Yeah.
It's probably more impressive over that way, actually. The sun was just setting over there. There's another big lake and the sun was setting over the mountains over there. And you can't see, but in the distance there's all snow-capped mountains, which is just, it is amazing. Evening, Mrs. and Mrs. Luke's van life. Mr. and Mrs. Luke's van life. Hope you're both well. Sorry, where are you? We are in Snowdonia, north of Snowdonia. It's not Scotland, lol, says Darren. Phil, I have a nice red and white box for you, Luke. Do you, Phil? I'm excited about that. Not this weekend, one after, isn't it?
That's some sort of
No, it's a
euphemism. Should I leave?
I have a red and white box for you. Why have you coloured it like that? Mandy said, did the sewing machine make it in the van?
No, I wasn't allowed to bring it. I'm so annoyed.
What? No, hang on. What? You make me sound mean.
Well, sort of that. I can't really say much on that until we sort of say what we're going to say.
Well, yeah, I nearly said.
But no, it did not make it. But I haven't given up hope yet.
Shall we tell everyone what we're doing?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so we have a bit of an announcement. And sounds like you're pregnant, doesn't it?
We're having a van, baby!
No, we're not having a van baby. Definitely not. Yeah, so there's a reason why we are here in Wales. One is because it's a holiday. We need a holiday, and it's it's a fairly cheapish holiday, isn't it? Filling up the van with diesel. Although we've done a tank and a half already. But and the second reason, would you like to tell?
Okay. Something Luke and I have been talking about for a number of years now is buying our own property. We live in rented accommodation. For the past 5.5 years we've been in a tiny little one-bed flat, which we have definitely outgrown. Anyone that has a mortgage or is trying to save up for a mortgage knows how difficult it is. So we've sort of sat and thought about all the things we can do to save a bit of extra money. We've gone over all sorts of different things, tried different options, and it just doesn't work on a really strong basis. So we kind of sat down one day and we said, well, what if we moved into the van? Not on a permanent basis, but for a period of time. Now, Luke obviously got giddy with this thought. I And I guess it's me that needs convincing. I'm the one that needs convincing that we can do it. So the purpose of this week is to see how we get on.
Yeah, it's a test, isn't it?
Yeah, we've never spent more than a few days together in the van. So this will be the longest time. So we've sort of taken it as on a day-to-day basis to see like what the van's missing, what it isn't missing, what we've got already, how we cope with the small space, just the two of us. Just to see whether, as I say, it could be a potential possibility.
I hope you can hear us, by the way. It's just started hailing outside, so I'm going to try and raise my voice a little bit. Yeah, we are considering living in the van, but we're not just going to jump straight into it. We are going to do a few tests. Test 1, stage 1.
Yeah, phase 1.
Phase 1 is being in the van this week for a whole week together to see whether we can deal with the small space, to see whether we fall out of each other, because we've got no sort of you haven't got your own space, have you? So assuming this week works, what's the next?
Phase 2.
Phase 2. Explain phase 2.
Phase 2 will be sort of seeing how living in the van goes on a regular day-to-day basis. So I work not far from where we live, and Luke obviously has his business. It's easier for him. He's all about the place. I've got a very set office job, 9 to 5, whatever you want to call it. So if this goes well, then the next stage will be sort of spending 3 or 4 days midweek, I think, in the van to see how it feels, getting up and trying to get ready to go to work and being taken to work and things. So yeah, that'll be the next sort of step to see if it's right for us.
Yeah, so I've been saving on my maps loads of sort of localish places where we could stay. We don't want to annoy people, so we're not going to stay in one place more than one day. And yeah, so I've just been scoping out our local area for places about no more than 15-20 minutes away from Becca's work, so I could take her to work in the morning, then I can go to work. And yeah, we've got things to think about. You didn't mention the storage and stuff, did you?
No.
So we've got a car. We've got things to think about. We've got a car. Where we're going to keep the car. We've got to get storage for our furniture in the flat, so we've got to consider that cost. Did you see John's comment?
I'm just reading through people's comments now.
What did he say?
Sorry, I'm just reading through.
Yeah, just John.
Most people are just like, do it.
Yeah, what does John say?
Where's John?
There, catch it, John on tour.
Oh, right. Woo, do it full time. That seems to be most people's consensus on this.
John and Mandy, we need to pick your brains and,
Mandy is also, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it.
Becca just saw your post with all your food that you just posted on Instagram. She said, why don't we have that in our van? But yeah, no, we want to speak to all the couples that live in vans. We want to get suggestions, ideas, and tips. And so yeah, John and Mandy, your videos have been very helpful. How you deal with living in a van and each other. So any more comments? Here we go. Dave says, sounds like a great plan and the right time of year too. I hope it works out for you. That's what we thought, the right time of year, because obviously winter's going to be the hardest to live in a van. So
it won't be yet. We with the way our contract works, so back in October we actually signed a 2-year contract to carry on where we were, but after 6 months we can hand in our notice. So the earliest we can hand in our notice is the end of April, which means the earliest we can move in would be sort of May, June. So that will be the prime time. It will be height of summer. It will obviously be nicer. It might feel a bit more spacious because unlike now where you have to have the doors and the windows closed because it's raining, you can have the door open and just let in a bit of fresh air, and it just won't feel so claustrophobic, I think.
Summer's lovely, yeah. Get the awning out, get the lights out there.
Yeah.
Barbecues, cooking outside and things. Summer's the doddle. And if we can make it through, I mean, originally we said, all right, let's just do it for 3 months. Yeah. But, I mean, I think we both agree, if it works, why limit it? I mean... I think it would be kind of a, not pay as you go, that kind of thing. So just living it for a month. If it works, living it for another month. If it works, keep going.
Yeah.
And if it's not working after a month or 2 months, then we think about, right, we need to rent somewhere again now.
Yeah.
But it would be a bit of a waste of time, but the goal is to save money. And we,
yeah, and that's something Luke needs to remember. This isn't, even if it's going really well, it's not for life. There is a purpose to it. There is a purpose to it. I especially, I mean, we both feel this way, but I probably feel a little bit stronger about it. You know, I've always wanted the job, the family, the house, you know, really old-fashioned kind of things.
yeah, I agreed to that when we got married. I said, okay, that's what we'll go for. But then I wasn't really into it when we got married, was I? The van thing?
No.
So it's come in the last sort of 3-4 years. Yeah, so now all my friends are like living in their vans, and I'm like, oh, look, they're all traveling and having an adventure. But yeah, we are going to buy a house. We want a house. We want to do that. We'll do all that
whenever it happens.
Whenever it happens.
I mean, so like I said, if we said 3 months. If we live in the van for a year, we live in the van for a year. If it works, it works. Why, you know, not do it whilst it works? But there is an end goal.
There is.
And that is to save a shitload of money, which we'll do. We'll basically take all the rent we pay, which I hate paying rent. It's such a waste of money. You'll just put money into someone else's pocket. All the bills, council tax, you know, we'll literally take what we spend on that and we'll shove it into a saving account.
Yeah, electric, water bill. I mean, you have got things to think about with the van, fuel and...
Yeah, your fuel costs will go up.
Fuel costs.
If you want to get Wi-Fi for the van and stuff.
You need to get, yeah.
We'd obviously have to pay, we've got a lot of like big sofas and furniture at home, so we'd have to pay for some sort of storage to keep all that in. So there will be other costs, but at the moment we pay over £1,000 on just renting and
yeah. So we think
things. So
we think we can easily save £1,000 a month just from not living in the flat, on top of what we usually save each month as well. So we're hoping that it works and we can just get that money much quicker than if we stayed in our flat. John says that they'll come and see us when we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll pick their brains. Cozy 2, living off grid. He says he's full time, works 12-hour days, manages to get away. Great idea. We'll be moving into ours. First opportunity we get, says Ian. Life Beyond Bricks. We'll happily help out with any questions. Life Beyond Bricks. They're a couple that live in a van as well, so we're gonna start speaking to all our friends. When we see you all at, you're coming to Quirky?
I'm coming to Quirky, yeah.
So Quirky.
Although by Quirky would have made our decision, but
oh yeah,
obviously.
Quirky would have already made a decision.
But that doesn't mean to say that we won't still need help.
Oh no.
I'm sure there's plenty of things that you guys who live full time in your vans will know the secrets to.
Dave says,
we won't.
yeah. No, we don't know. We need some help. We need help. You'll save a lot of money, says Dave. How long do you plan to do it? How long do you plan to do it for? I think if you know that, it will help in the planning. We're thinking 6 months, and if that works, do it for a year. And by then, we should have had money, right?
We'll have something better than we have now, yeah.
So yeah, hopefully, just kind of see how it goes, really. Go for it, says Mick. Go for it. Wish me and the wife could do, but we have 3 kids now. But still try and get away when we can. Well, eventually, yeah, we'll be in a house. We'll have kids and all that, and then we'll have to wait till the little gits have moved out, and then we can we can go away and do our own travelling together again. B-Roll Mandy, would you sell all your things or store them? Yeah, we'd store them. Becca's already.
And I think we'd sell some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a very nice sofa, so we'd keep that.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of smaller things I think we could possibly sell. Like, we're not a fan of our bed.
Our bed can go.
So you know, that's something we might sell. We've got an awful lot of DVDs and Blu-rays. I think if we do move into the van, that'll be an opportunity to sort through them. We do like our films, so we would keep quite a few.
We've got a big library of films.
Guaranteed, we will find so much in that flat that we haven't used in the entire time we've been in there, and we'll probably be like, right, let's sell it.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I watched John and Mandy know, everyone that's moved into a van, they know how much stuff you accumulate. You collect all this stuff, like trinkets, and I don't know. You get a load of little silly gifts at Christmas or birthdays, or you know, your anniversary. You get something that just sits on a shelf, and you know, you end up collecting all this stuff. So yeah, we could have a good clear out, a good sort out. Separate all our things into life's essentials. Everything else flog or put it into storage. But where am I up to? Oh, I've lost where I'm up to. Yeah, so Mandy, we're thinking about storage for a lot of it. Becca's already quite quickly looked up some storage lockers near us. So yeah, that'll be for the big things, the furnitures and the sofas, isn't it? Boondockers are in. Luke, if you're anything like me, you need to build a man shed to tow behind the van. Yeah, how about that? That's brilliant, worth a try. For those that have just joined, we're discussing us. We're considering moving into the van for a year in order to save money for a house, because we're just renting. So that's what we're discussing if you've just joined in. Do you have a shower/washing plans? Well, this is the thing. Hang on. I didn't think we would be moving into the van, so I didn't build it for van living. I built it for weekends and holidays. So had I known that we were going to move into it, I probably would have built a separate room for a toilet, just so we have our own privacy when using the loo. Not necessarily a shower. I know John's still got a shower cubicle, but I think he's ripped his shower out. Just uses it for a sort of a toilet. But yeah, so washing, you know, you've always got the flannel washers in the van. We've always got leisure centres, and you're part of the gym. You can shower at your gym. You know, there's ways around it. Oh, I've lost where I'm at. Lost where I'm at. Oh, I've lost my comments. Sorry, guys. Maybe says he wants a wife. He's taking applications now. We can chat all about, John says, we can chat all about it with you at Stratford and Quirky. You've got plenty of people here that can give you their views. Thank you guys. Yeah,
I think
there's going to be things that we wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to need some help. Would it be worth renting a garage to store your stuff? We thought that, but we've got some nice sofas, and garages usually are damp. So we don't feel comfortable leaving our sofas in the garage. Better late than never. Hi, Damaged Goods, how are you? Don't buy a house, it's robbery. No,
It is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
But I want one.
Renting
is worse.
It is, renting is worse. Do you like your tyres? Please rate from 1 to 10. It's a 10, all day long. We're currently parked on marshland. It's quite boggy, quite muddy. Ask me in the morning when I get out of this, but I'm sure they'll be fine. As long as we don't get a whole bunch of rain tonight, which we're not supposed to. Winter is really tough. Summer's a doddle, and you will save money as long as your engine doesn't blow up. Yeah. What sort of job do you do, Becca, says Dave, and are you planning to stay in the same area, or are you also planning to check out other areas to live in too?
So I work for an environmental company, but in the finance department. I'm actually currently studying accountancy. So I guess in essence I'm the polar opposite of Luke. I like working at a desk in an office and studying numbers.
And I work outside in the cold.
Yeah, so I work and we live in Hayward. And I think in terms of where we would stay for the van, as Luke said, obviously with my job we'd need to be fairly close, so during the week we'd need to be nearby, but the weekend we could just easily go anywhere. In terms of where we want to live, I've always lived in Hayward. I was born there, lived there with my parents. My parents are currently still nearby, but in terms of buying a property there, it's a very, very expensive market. It's people aren't familiar with the area, it's about 20 minutes on the train from Brighton. It's on the main line.
It's a good commuting area, isn't it?
Between Brighton and London, so it's quite an expensive place to live. So if it came to buying a house, we would probably move elsewhere. We've looked at sort of East Sussex way, which is a little cheaper in terms of that. But who knows? I mean, the market's, well, it's not great now. Who knows what it'll be like in a year? It could be worse, probably.
Maybe we'll have to live in the van for 2 years to save more money. Hi Rob, hi Thomas, Damaged Goods. What's the announcement I've only just got here? Sorry guys, for those that have just got here, our announcement is that we are considering living in the van, moving into the van in order to save money to get a house, to buy a house. And we are our way right now in Snowdonia. Phase 1 of our testing is to do a week in the van together on holiday. So we know it's not going to be our day-to-day work, but that's phase 2. Phase 2 is testing out week by, day to day, like what day-to-day life would be. Sell your stuff, don't store it, as it will be out of fashion by the time you get a house when you're 80, lol. Go for it, you only have one life. Dave has sent us a super chat.
Oh, bless you.
Get a good bottle of red to help with your planning. Thanks, Dave, that's very kind. Can it be white?
And have bubbles.
Yeah. Can it be sparkling? Thank you, Dave, that's really kind.
Thank you.
Tonna on tour, hi, how are you? Who we got? Oh, people are deleting messages, that's nice. We're going to be doing the same in a couple of years, says Gary Barnes. Gary Barnes is my dad. Best thing I ever did, lived in a car for 18 months, then got a van, and been in the van now 6 months, still building, but it's awesome. Van life and the community. The community is just amazing, yeah.
I think it's safe to say there's still a bit of work that needs to be done on the van.
Oh yes, so obviously it's not finished. The kitchen is not finished. There's no cupboard doors. There's a lot to be done. But yeah, doing this test now, we're trying to think where things would be. Where's the pots and the pans going to be? Where's the clothes going to be? There's a lot of storage, but it just needs organising. Anything else that you thought that the van needs before we live in it?
A better power supply. So Mandy, we were obviously talking, I got your advice. I like to sew. I do some quilting and other bits and pieces at home, so I have a sewing machine. And Luke told me that Mandy did a bit of had a machine in her van, so I got her advice. What I have is a small machine anyway. It doesn't need much, but I do obviously just need a plug socket. Now, when you're sewing, most of the time you're not actually sewing. you're cutting, or you're pinning or something, and then you spend all of 5 seconds actually sewing.
It's not much, is
so
it?
I don't need much power, but it's for things like that. So I don't want to come back after work. So with my job and with my studying, I have a bit of a routine anyway. So Monday nights I'm at the library studying, Wednesday nights I go to my parents and I study, then other nights of the week I go to the gym and things. But then I can finish work quite early, and so the evenings I sometimes have a lot of time to fill, and I like to do things like either read or do a bit of quilting or sewing. So that's something I want to make sure that I'm not sitting in the van and resenting it because I can't do what I would do at home. Yeah. So
yeah, power. We need power for that. My batteries are really old, no good now, so I'm looking into hopefully getting some new batteries. Yes, batteries that can power things that you need, and
the laptop and stuff. Like I say, to watch a film or something.
We need to be able to charge laptops and cameras and all sorts constantly. So yeah, there's a lot to be done on the van. Mandy says that we got rid of everything, so we'd be able to get new things to us that fit whatever we decide to buy next. It was very liberating, but I've kept all the Christmas decorations.
Oh, that's a big thing for me.
You're not bringing Christmas decorations in the van.
A tradition in my family is when it comes to Christmas, you have a real tree. You don't buy a fake tree, you have a real Christmas tree. So regardless of how small our flat is, I've always had a real Christmas tree. If we're still in the van come Christmas, it's going to be very, very difficult for me. I'm going to have a tree. It could very well be incredibly small, but I will have a tree. But that's further down the line if that happens. But yeah, stuff like that, Andy, that has sentimental value. My parents have bought us quite a few of the things we have to sort of start our collection, as it were. So that's stuff that I couldn't part with. I couldn't get rid of.
Jack says you should set up a direct debit for the amount of rent you pay now. Just set to some savings account that's not easily accessible. Well, yeah, we're going to do that. We have a bit of money in premium bonds, so we keep money in there, which is quite difficult to get to. So yeah, our plan is to put all our rent money that we would pay on rent, chuck it in premium bonds, and just let that build up, and it gives you a chance of winning some money as well at the end of the day. Council garages are cheaper than lockups and big yellow storage. Yeah, Darren, we just worry about the sofa. The sofas, anything fabricy, getting damp in garages. Wow, mega news. Well done. Well, it's not done yet. We're only on day two and a bit of our week test of phase 1. So we don't know it's going to happen yet.
I think it's safe to say it's gone well so far.
I think it's gone well. I didn't want to touch all the word. Touch word.
I'm the one that has to be sold on this. I'm the one that is going to, at the end of the day, could put up the fight. But
I'm trying to be on my best behaviour this week.
It's just... Yeah, it's just going to be different. But it's step by step. Like, Luke already has a lot of stuff in the van. His clothes, you know, all his... He's got a set of wash stuff for here and a set of wash stuff for the house because he's away in the van so often. So I obviously had to pack bags, and I didn't want to live out of bags this week because I knew it wouldn't be the same thing. And if I'm living out of bags, I'm not going to enjoy it. So I sort of brought a number of clothes down and things. But when it came to like my wash stuff, like I had a lot of face stuff. I like to wash my face in the morning and the evening with different things. Obviously I've got makeup, do my hair and stuff. And I brought all that in a wash bag. And the first morning, I threw a bit of a hissy fit because I couldn't wash my face.
Yeah, she's not set up.
I couldn't get to stuff easily. So we were like, right, if this is going to work, we've got to find a shop. So we went to find Tesco, and we actually found a B&M. And I just bought a little storage box. And I put all my things in it, and I shoved it under the sofa. And it meant that night when I wanted to do my evening routine, I pulled it out, put it by the side, filled up the sink, and I was off. And just that in itself made me so much happier. It was just
one problem fixed.
A little thing that, having never, you know, been in the van long enough to need these things, I realised I needed, and we fixed the solution. So
yeah, that's what this test's about. That's what the next few months will be about. So yeah, it'd be sort of June that we would move into the van.
Yeah.
All going well. June is the sort of get out your flat, go and live in the van. Yeah. Geeky Phil says he has a full container which costs £100 a month. Thomas says storage, you might as well sell everything because the money you will spend on storage will help you get the mortgage after a year. That's true. Got to go, says Dave. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Dave. See you soon, man. There you go, Phil. Knock yourself out, mate. Living in a van will save you a ton of money. I live part-time in a van and the rest in staff accommodation, which is free, and I'm saving $1,000 to $1,250 a month while still keeping cash back to enjoy it. I mean, that's it. You can save so much money.
I've got a very steady income, so I don't struggle with my bills or anything, which is fine. Luke, obviously, with his job, it can fluctuate given the weather. It's
seasonal, so yeah, summer it's good, and in the winter it can be. We've always managed to pay our way, but it's just not as good.
Yeah.
So it would alleviate some of that
stress
in the winter times.
Yeah.
John says, check out Hive for gym memberships across the country. Is your gym expensive?
No.
What is it?
Not at the moment. So I'm a member of Pure Gym. That one recently opened in the town down from us. So I pay £13 a month for the first 6 months, and then after that I think it's something like £25 a month. But it's a 24-hour gym. So yeah, if anything, it'll encourage me to go more often. It'll also help me. I'm training for a half marathon in May, so it'll actually help me go more often for that. So yeah, I've got that. And as I mentioned earlier, we live not far from my parents, so Luke is obviously still going to have a lot of his weekends away and his retreats and things with the van. So for me, I will just probably
spend the weekend at your parents.
Yeah, in the lap of luxury. With hot running water.
You can have a bath.
Meals.
You can have a bath and showers, and I'll continue to be a stig in the van.
Yeah.
Sounds perfect. Bye, Captain Jack Scrapper. Thank you for coming on. The Boondockers say looking like we will be at Stratford, so we can chat there. Yeah, I'll be there. Becca won't be there, but yeah, I'll chat to you guys there. Yeah, so anyone that's just joined in, we are considering moving into the van, but we're on a test right now. Definitely don't poop in front of each other.
You said romance is dead.
That's Toasty Up. You remember Toasty Up?
We're not that close.
Toasty Up bought us that bottle, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, we're not that close. Your relationship won't last long. Have a shower/toilet. Yeah,
We have a toilet.
We do have a toilet, and we're happily to do number ones in front of each other. And it hasn't happened yet where we need to do the other. So at this stage, I think I would get the boot and be told to, go and do some photography or fly your drone or something. Fly your drone is going to be the the code word. Do you want to fly your drone,
Darling,
Luke?
It's time to fly your drone.
Yes, I do want to fly my drone. That's funny. Living in a van cost me £150 a month on insurance, tax, food. I'm putting over at £1,500 a month for travels when I'm not at work. Sounds good. Opposites attract, says Ton on Tour. We thought that. Yeah, that we are.
We're definitely opposites.
We're definitely opposites. Don't live where you work. At some point, your van will break down unless you have a separate work van. Then go for it. Makes sense. I'm going full time at end of March. Says Adventure. Maybe work out if the amount of money you plan to spend on storage is the same or more than the cost to replace your furniture when you are ready to buy. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because how much? Did you remember how much it was a month?
For what?
The storage locker.
It was on a weekly basis. You're looking at about £120. I've only had one quote, and my God, you put in one quote and this company wouldn't leave me alone.
So how much a month?
About £120 a month.
And that's over a year?
Well, this is the thing. They do various deals depending on how long you would be using it for. But that's only one company. It was just a fleeting, passing moment thing.
Yeah, we haven't really done our research into it yet, but we will. John says, yep, sharing pooping is not for couples. I think we agree. 600. This is John again. £660 a month is our budget goal. Though in Europe we've gone over a little as it's been a holiday. Going to be cold in Snowdonia over the next few days. Enjoy the scenery. Phil from Wales. Thanks, Phil. Got to have a beer, John. Use an old Singer sewing machine. There you go. Get one of them.
An old Singer.
Get the old foot pedal one.
Yeah, I have a foot pedal.
No. Yeah, the rocking back forward.
Right,
the manual thing.
Yeah.
Or one of those ones on the end.
Yeah.
How's the fridge working out for you, Luke? Is it big enough? What do you think, Becca?
I love it. Like, that was something that made a big difference. There are a few things that made a big difference. One of them is the fridge. So we did a food shop before we left on Saturday. And I think I planned 3 meals. So, and that required like a few different types of meats and stuff. And as I was filling it on my trolley, Luke was like, this isn't going to fit in.
It's not going to fit in I said it's not going to fit.
And not only did it fit, but I have room to spare. So
that was a game changer.
That is just so much better than just living off of tinned pasta sauces and stuff. Last night we cooked an
amazing meal last night.
It was a first for me. It was just a sausage and pasta dish, but it was 2 different types of sausages, peppers, onions and things. And it was really nice, and I couldn't have done that if I didn't have the fridge to keep everything cold. And tonight I'm going to do some chicken. Again, that's all in the fridge. So that is a definite game changer, and I'm so pleased we have that this week, because if we didn't, that would have turned me off living in the van. Yeah, no, the fridge has been amazing, and it's totally worth the money. I know it's a lot of money, and everyone's like, shall I do it? You won't regret it. It's a fantastic... I mean, there's a reason why everyone's got them. They are great, amazing fridges. There's 2 other things that have been a game changer. This.
Let me show you this table. This table is amazing. It has so many different positions. So we can both sit there on the sofa using the table, but we don't actually do that, do we?
No.
There's another position which is here, so you can work on the laptop or eat here. The position that we eat in is actually this. I sit here, Becca sits there, and we eat like that. But you also have, you can put it in there. And this swivel chair now, you can face that way and have this over your lap. So yeah, that is a game changer. And that leads us on to the swivel base, which is just amazing, isn't it?
I didn't think it could change the van aspects of the van that much, but
it's amazing. It opens up this whole corner, and I can get out of the way and let Becca do her makeup or cook or whatever she's doing, and I can
sleep on the sofa.
Or have a nap on the sofa, and I can just get out of the way. And it's a huge game changer having the swivel base. Dub, hello Dub, I can't remember your idea, mate. Let's whiz through some of these comments. For those that just joined, we are considering moving into the van, and that's what we are discussing. Hi Henry. Hit that like button, guys. Thanks, Mandy. As bizarre as this sounds, try to separate yourself for 2 hours. That'll give you a good idea of how well the van will work.
Makes sense.
Yeah?
I mean, something that will obviously be different this week is we're spending all our time together.
I'm trying to see the battery life on this.
So this week we're literally in each other's pockets. Whatever we're doing together. Whereas on a regular day-to-day basis, I get up 8 o'clock, I'm at work, come home in the evening. Like I said, I either study or I can go to the gym. So in reality, it'll just be evenings we spend together. And then on the weekends, sometimes we spend them together, other times we do different things. I spend time with my mum or my sister.
And I have my daughter on some of the weekends, so
unless we go off and do something together, we tend to have a bit of time apart then. So in reality, this week, time-wise, will be nothing like a normal day-to-day routine because, as I said, it's just the two of us in the middle of nowhere. Whereas, yeah, we'll have a bit of... It'll be different when I'm at work and things. Which is why there's, as you said, phase 2, to see how that goes, you know, because it could be I come back from a long day at work and I just want to relax in my own space and I won't be able to. I'll have this space and I'll have Luke in the way. So that's something we need to see. We
do have a car, which we know where we're going to leave the car while we're in the van, but if it's really that bad and we need a bit of time away, we have got the car, so we could drop you off at the car, or I could, you know, either one of us could just go off and do our own thing. So maybe that's a good idea. Damaged Goods got an idea. One thing I'd suggest is a curtain in front of the bed. It's great when living as a couple in a van. It acts as a separate area where you can have your own space. Yeah, no, we've thought about doing that.
Think about that.
Yeah, we do want that, and also privacy. So if you want to, if nature calls, you know, someone can disappear up onto the bed while that occurs. The storage box. It's the little things that make the difference. So that's a good start. Yeah, we had a reference in the storage box that you were talking about. Little things like that make a big difference. It's a good start, and it's amazing, as well as what routines you have had at home that change in the van. Love the table, the seats. What did you use? Love the table. Love the table between the seats. What did you use? This is a Lagoon table leg. A lot of people have them. You can find them quite easily on eBay, Amazon. They're about between 130 and 150 quid, but totally worth it. They're very good. I have made a video about it. Go back through my videos, you'll find it.
The wood you got free from B&Q, didn't you?
Oh yeah, the tabletop I got free. It was just I think it's a bit of laminated MDF that was in the offcuts box in B&Q, so a couple of quid to charity, and it was mine. What are you lot on about, Mevies? Oh, they're all just talking to each other. Go fly the drone, says Mevy, with a little poo emoji. Sorry guys, I'm way behind on the comments. Hi Luke, are we going to get an update every night? I won't bother you every night, but if you're not following me on Instagram, then that is the place to be kept up to date more. I'm trying to post every day on Instagram, but it can be quite difficult. Hope everyone is amazing. Think I'm late to the party. Hi Glamour Van Crystal. We're just discussing us considering moving into the van for a year to save some money for a house. So that's what we're discussing. So we need everybody's tips and ideas. Our storage costs that high. I'll sell you my spare room for half of that. Seriously. See, that's not a bad idea. Find a room in someone's house to rent. That's not a bad idea. Luke, if you were to do the van build all over again, would you do the same make model of van? I'm thinking of either a Sprinter or a Crafter. Sprinters and the Crafters are really nice vans. They look really nice, but they're expensive. and I couldn't afford one at the time I bought this, and I found this van quite cheap. But having owned it now for a few years, I don't think I will own anything else. I'll always have an Iveco now. Hopefully I'll get a slightly newer one with less mileage, but I'll probably build exactly the same layout as well, although the bed just be a little bit lower. But yeah, love the Ivecos now. They're all talking about farts. Cold beer, isn't that the point of a fridge? Yeah, we don't have any beer actually. We're drinking.
Surprisingly,
we had a bottle of prosecco on the first. Was it the first night or
Sunday night, yeah.
Second night? And we're drinking gin right now. 10 to 7. Did you want to stop at 7?
Don't mind.
And a whole frozen chicken. We haven't tested out our freezer in the fridge yet. There's a freezer section in there. It's not big freezer section, but we wouldn't need it, would we? Because everything freezer would be oven cooked. Is that?
Yeah, it's just kind of.
Unless you kept meat in there and you defrost it.
Well,
and
this
then...
is it. Like most of what's in our freezer at home is probably frozen food, like chips and pizza and things like that. With the exception of when I buy meat, if it's a big pack of meat and I don't cook it all, I'll put it in the freezer. But I mean, that's not a necessity. It could just be that, you know, if you buy a big pack of chicken, you just have chicken 2 nights running. You know, whereas at home I would freeze it and maybe cook it a week later or something. So it's not the end of the world.
Peter's just joined. I'm gonna have to whiz through some of these comments. Oh, there we go. I've got to the bottom, I think. I think I'm at the bottom. Was the table free, or is that what you're telling the missus?
The table leg wasn't free.
The table leg was paid for. The tabletop was free. But, I should have probably told her it was the other way around, but I had consent before I made the purchase.
Oh, there's ice in our freezer.
Is there ice in the freezer?
Yeah.
It's working!
Stinks of those spicy sausages.
Shut that fridge! We cooked these spicy sausages last night, which tasted amazing, and we got a few left in there. Man, whew!
They're potent.
Stinky sausages. Now wait for all the comments of stinky sausages to come in. Gin for the win, says Life Beyond Bricks. Dispatch Camper, hi, how are you? You coming to the meet in March? There's a meet, guys, in 2 weeks. Weekend after this one coming. New Forest meet, I'll be there. Did you like the Lidl at Fort William? I did like the Lidl at Fort William. Did you see me there?
Fort William, that's Scotland.
Yeah. That
Scotland. Scotland.
No. Yeah, no, we'd love Scotland. We're thinking about going there maybe towards the end of the year. Autumn, maybe Scotland for.
That's what I'd like to do.
I'll do 2 weeks, but you'll fly up for a week, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do half a week driving up there, spend a week with you, and then I can spend half a week driving home because you can't. It's difficult for Becca to get as much time off work. So yeah, I think that's probably the way to do it. How are those tyres lasting? The tyres, I mean, other than the writing on the side, the white lettering fading, the tyres don't look like they've aged at all, and I've done over 5,000 miles on them. Yeah, just amazing tyres. Mandy said people who live in a van talking to others about living in a van is vanception. Just joined the party. It's so great to see Becca on the live stream as well, says Sharon. Yeah, we should do more live streams together. Thank you, Sharon. Yep, Dispatch Camper, you'll be there at the meet. I saw you at Fort William, yes. Funny, isn't it? Strange. Is that a ticket bash or simply turn up? It's a turn up. Yeah, there's a Facebook group, South Central Self Build Get Together. It's a Facebook group. And on that group there's the event, and you just have to click going on the event and then turn up at the campsite. It's £10 a night per person, but yeah, you just turn up at the site and tell the reception you're with the self build lot. But yeah, just turn up. Was given live. I'm gonna go for it. Hello Luke and family, hope you're both well, says Ben Wells. Phil says, let's hope the grass dries out for the meet, otherwise there is 100 of us in 20 pictures. Van Lifer Regis, would you say is that?
Yeah.
Van Lifer, that's really kind of you.
Thank you very much.
That's really appreciative, thank you. We'll chuck that in the paint. Our savings have started.
Yay! Bye.
We're going to wrap it up shortly, guys. So fire away any more questions or advice for us. Do you need a drink?
No, for the time in.
We've lost the light.
A little bit.
Right. Should we wrap it up? Okay, guys, Van Lifer says, have a bottle on me for keeping me entertained since I discovered your channel and all your hard work. Thank you, Van Lifer Regis. That's very kind. We do appreciate that. Hi, guys. Thought I'd stop by and say hello. Hello. We are about to shoot off now, but thanks for popping in. All right, so my next few vlogs are going to be quite exciting. I've got quite a few new videos that I'm working on, and obviously I am vlogging this whole Wales Snowdonia trip, so yeah, I hope you enjoy. Should we go cook some dinner?
Let's.
Alright, thank you everyone, thank you to all my moderators, and yeah, thanks everyone for your comments and your thumbs ups.
Thank you.
Thanks guys, speak to you soon.